Welcome back to Get Down to Business, the show all about small business jobs and entrepreneurship. I am so excited to be joined by the co-author of a brand new book, Work Made Fun, Get Done Easy Ways to Boost Energy, Morale, and Results. So thrilled to be joined by Mario Tamayo. Welcome to the program, Mario. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. So work and fun have historically been polar opposites of each other. But when you actually look at some of the data, many of the companies listed on the Fortune 100 best companies to work for reveals an undeniable fact that 81% of surveyed employees say the best companies are all fun places to work. So Mario, let's talk about you first, the person behind the microphone. How did you get into this research, and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'll start with a little bit about myself. I was a class clown when I was in grade school, and I was voted least likely to succeed. And so I just wanted to prove people wrong. And I found over the years that I always tried to follow what I had fun doing. And I was a PE major. And then I got into wellness in the corporate world, got into management development and leadership training. And my whole mantra is helping other people help themselves become the best that they can become. And what I found over the years was that I was right when I was a kid, is that we got to have fun in order to do our best. We really got to enjoy it. And the research that we did is my co-author, Dr. Bob Nelson, and I enlisted the services of about 6 different researchers who combed the internet, who combed the libraries, and we looked for all the best ways, real world ways, both low cost and no cost, that companies around the world and organizations, both profit and nonprofit, what they were doing to help their employees cut their stress levels, enjoy what they're doing, remind them why they even work for that organization in the first place, get in touch with the vision and the mission, and have fun. And in our book, we came up with over 400 of these simple ways to have fun. We broke down. Go ahead.
I love it. I love it, Mario. That's awesome. And this is applicable both to small companies, big companies, really anybody that wants to have that productive workplace and a fun place to work. Because let's face it, small companies want to become big, and the way to attract employees and the way to make sure that your employees are being productive is, as you say in the book, to have fun. But let's face it, a lot of companies, their idea of fun and their idea of employee morale is they're going to dump a ping pong table. Is that enough, Mario?
No, not at all. What it boils down to is we've got to find out what our people at work, what they really value, what is fun to them. And in order to do that, we've got to talk with them. We've got to survey that with them. And we've got to get people in the organization, cross-section of people, to be on committees. And by the way, people would kill to be on these type of committees because for the first time in a long time, or the first time ever, these people are asked to express a part of their spirit, a part of themselves that they haven't been able to do in the past. And one of our principles that we have is that what's fun for some is not fun for others. And we have a fun principle that says, make sure that whatever you do, you got to make it safe and fun for everyone. So we advocate not forcing people to do activities they feel are stupid or demeaning. We want to make sure that we are not showing our unconscious bias by having activities that are going to turn off a lot of our workforce. And we talk about that in the intro and the first section of the book there. And
I'm glad you're mentioning that, Mario, because let's face it, what's fun for you might not be fun for somebody else. And obviously, we're talking about multiple generations in the workplace right now, millennial, Gen Z, lots of folks out there, and there's a lot of differences out there. We're going to have to cut to a break in about a minute, but I am curious. I can tell you from personal experience, writing a book is a lot of hard work. So what kinds of things do you find fun, Mario?
Oh gosh. Well, I'm kind of a nerd, so I'm also introverted, which surprises some people. I like recycling old materials from attics, from thrift stores, from garages, and I love to turn them into awards that are tailored to different individuals. And for example, I might take a giant watch and break the glass on it and turn it into the Timex. Remember the old Timex magazine Person of the Year award, and I'll put that on a plaque. And it's fun for me because it just gets my creative juices going, and then it's fun for me to see the reaction of people who I give it to. And so that's one thing.
Absolutely.
But I also surf. I do woodwork. There's just I try and tinker around and try new things. But again,
sounds like you're definitely having fun. I'm chatting with the author of a brand new book, Work Made Fun Get Done. Easy ways to boost energy, morale, and results. Mario Tamayo, we're going to cut to a quick break. When we return, we're going to talk about some of the tactics, but also make sure our listeners know where they can purchase a copy of this fantastic book. Again, you're listening to Get Down to Business, the show all about small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship. Get on my website, shalomklein.com. There you can download podcasts from the past 8+ years of shows. Again, we'll be right back. Back with the author of this awesome new book about having fun in the workplace. And yes, that is possible. I'm chatting with Mario Tamayo, who's been sharing a little bit of how he has fun in some of the tactics. But Mario, in the process of writing the book, I know you spoke with a lot of folks, a lot of companies, a lot of employers. Tell us a little bit of some of the bits of data that you collected as you went along.
well, we talked from companies from as large and as well known as the Googles of the world, and Amazon, all the way down to mom and pops, and also government agencies, state departments, and that kind of thing. And what we wanted to find out is, what are you doing in on your teams in your area? That's a lot of fun. We also asked, well, what do you do for yourself? What do you do individually? And then we talked with some managers as well, and asked them, what are you doing for your teams? And then, of course, we talked with some of the CHROs, the HR directors, and they were telling us what they were doing for the entire organization. Some of them are so serious about fun that they have VPs of fun in their organizations, and not just at one site, but for large organizations, they might have it at several sites. And then you've got companies of 50 people or so that might have 2 or 3 volunteer employees who spontaneously throughout the year will just plan something and make it happen. They say, hey, you know what? We could use something fun right now. And they'll go off and do it. We've got some companies that where a Nerf gun battle will break out at any time in hallways, below desk, on top of desks. In fact, when a new employee joins a company, they are given a welcome kit, an onboarding kit, which includes a Nerf gun. They said, you're brand new here, you're going to need this.
I love it. I love it. That sounds like a lot of fun. And I want that title of chief of fun, or chief fun officer, which sounds awesome. But Mario, real practically, as we conclude our conversation over here, which certainly I encourage everybody to pick up a copy of the book, and we'll share that information in just a moment. What is that one tip that you want our listeners to put into practice this week in their offices or wherever their employees may be working?
I think the first thing that anybody should do is they have to choose to have fun. So be playful, do something this week or next week, write it down, put it in your calendar of something you're going to do for yourself. Another thing that you can do is experiment, try something new, try something that you haven't done before. And it can be something small. Do that. And then then learn from it. See what worked, what didn't work, and then refine it and reapply. The last thing is you got to be patient. Again, some people, especially if you work in an environment that does not do a lot of fun things, is you get people who are just detractors. And what you want to do is make sure you try something, get other people who are like-minded, and then do it, have fun, be patient with it. And again, try not to force anything on other people.
Absolutely good advice from an expert on having fun. The book is called Work Made Fun Done. Get easy ways to boost energy, morale, and results. Published just in May of this year. And the author, Mario Tamayo, I appreciate you joining us. Mario, how can people get a hold of you and pick up a copy of the book?
I'll tell you, any fine bookseller, you can get it online at Amazon, Barnes & Noble. You can get it at the airports, at Hudson News. Just about any bookstore is carrying it. You can get the audiobook through Audible. Dr. Bob Nelson, if you go to drbobnelson.com, you can actually get the book through us, my co-author.
Fantastic.
And he'll even give you a nice discount.
Awesome. Well, Mario, I appreciate you joining us and sharing all that advice. That's a wrap for us here and Get Down to Business to Success. Let's get down to business. We'll talk to you next Sunday at right here on AM 560, The Answer at 6 p.m. Have a great week ahead.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.